Good morning! It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, which is early for us.
Especially since daylight savings just...
Daylight savings just started, which... No. They didn't just start, they just ended, right?
Yeah, just... No, wait. No, it started. It's summertime, isn't it?
I don't know.
Oh,
it's
anyway.
now coming into the summertime, so they either started or ended. And
we lost an hour.
We lost an hour, so technically it's like 7 o'clock in the morning. It's too early.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're up now, so we cruised up to the Canal Cruising Co. in Stone, which you might recognise it. We have been here before. Last year at about September time for a couple of weeks while we got our engine taken out.
Yeah, that was a big job.
That was a big job. But we are back here again because we are going to get our boat blacked.
Yeah, it's nothing an emergency or like major fixes.
No.
It's just maintenance to the hull of the boat.
Yeah, it needs to be done because the last time it was done was, I think, just over 2.5 years ago. So it's coming up on 3 years, and it's just a bitumen blacking, which needs to be done every 2 to 3 years. So we wanted to get it done before we start cruising this year, once lockdown actually properly ends. Hopefully. That's the plan.
We booked it all the way back when we got our engine fixed.
Yeah, we booked it ages ago. So we're just waiting now for the workshop to open, and then we will hopefully get in and get this blacking sorted.
Barring any unforeseen circumstances.
Yeah.
When the boatyard opened, we waited for the previous boat to leave the dry dock, and then we expertly backed our own boat into it. Although we had previously booked to do the blacking ourselves, one of our friends organised to get the company to do it for us. We want to say a massive thanks to him because he also very generously paid for it all. Once we were in, wooden planks were slotted into place to stop any more canal water coming into the dry dock. These were held in place with some wedges and a few whacks with a mallet. Water was then drained from the dry dock back into the canal via a trapdoor. The boat settled onto wooden beams as the water level dropped.
Our boat is in the dry dock.
Yeah.
And it's drying.
Dry dock? I thought you called it a bathtub.
Giant bathtub.
With all the water gone, we were able to see part of the boat that we don't get to see very often and check the condition. Thankfully, the old blacking had done its job well and there were no problem areas.
You're cute, aren't you?
You can definitely tell where our blacking gets the most abuse.
The first step was to pressure wash the boat to remove 2.5 years of built up muck and marine growth, as well as any old bitumen blacking. Here you can clearly see the before and after.
Our boat has now been pressure washed and it's looking pretty clean. A lot of the old blacking has come off with the pressure washing. But the hull of the boat itself is still looking really good. They didn't find any problems with it. Nothing needs to be repaired. Don't have any holes, so you know that's always a good thing. All of our anodes are still in pretty good condition, so we actually don't have to replace any of those, which bonus. And they're just going to do a little bit of welding work for us on the back of the boat where our back button fender is located, because at some point in the last few years, I think it was when we were on the Ashby Canal, the chains holding it in place kind of snapped. So at the moment it's held in place by a bicycle lock chain, which is not ideal, but you know, when you're in a pinch. So we're getting them to weld some new brackets on so that the chain can be fixed in place, and we'll get that all fixed. And then I assume they'll be moving on to actually blacking the boat. So this side of the button should be held in place by a chain link up here, just like on this side. But this one snapped off, so we're going to get that replaced so that we don't need to use this old bicycle lock chain.
As if by magic, our old broken chain links were replaced by some sturdy brackets that look like they could withstand the rigors of canal exploration.
Before the first coat of blacking is applied, the rough edge along the waterline is scraped to remove any loose bits of old blacking. With the boat finally all prepped, the first coat of blacking can be applied.
This guy knows what he's doing. He stuck a huge paintbrush on the end of a pole. No messing around with rollers or being gentle, like us amateur boat blackers would have done.
It's a labour of log boats, some people
Oh,
say.
definitely.
If you agree with it.
Bring out another 1,000 is what
That's it,
stands
yeah,
for.
that's what they say. You keep splashing that cash.
Yeah. Are you looking for somebody to play with you? No? No? You want that? Is that what you want? Whoop! You're a strong one, aren't you? Yeah, you are. What?
We're in the office too long.
You gonna help Lola?
No.
No, that was
Playtime.
definitely a no. Hey, you're just here for the attention. You're just here for the attention.
Make the best of this opportunity, was Mucky and that.
Hey.
The bottom of the boat doesn't require blacking, but it is applied underneath the stern of the boat where the weed hatch is located, and the rudder also gets blacked.
What's he doing to your boat, Pixel?
I've had enough of him.
He didn't have any treats on him.
Yeah, exactly. He's rubbish, isn't he?
Now that our lovely new fender holders are in place, we're going to rechain the fender because all the chains were not very well It was a bit of a mess.
Or bits and pieces used to reattach it.
Yeah, we used to fix it at various points.
Yeah.
Like we were using the bike chain to hold it in place.
At one point, yeah.
At one point. But now it's going to be all fixed.
Yeah.
There we go.
Right here.
And then
How's that? Nice.
ta-da!
Yeah.
Looking good.
Finally. It's been looking so ugly for so long.
Yeah, it has. It's been a bit of an annoyance to us, hasn't it?
Yeah, so many of these things were broken and then it was secured, and I think there was zip ties, 2 different types of chains, some of those like shortening bolt things, with a whole bunch of the little U bolt things. There's like a ton of them.
Yeah.
And then like the climbing hook things and everything
yeah,
too.
it was held in place by an assortment of
Dozens of different ways, I reckon.
so now it's really solidly in place, and it'll keep us from getting any bumps on the rear end.
Yeah. Good.
I don't think you need to film me opening a tin of paint.
You do?
I think
It's such a cute little tin too. We only just pretty much bought enough paint for us to do the one red bit at the back here.
just to touch it up and make it look fresh and red.
Yeah. We decided just to do the red because the white bit still looks quite nice.
It's alright.
And now we're going to do the red. The white won't look so nice anymore.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be easier to touch up when it's back in the water than
Yeah.
the red is. 'Cause
Yeah,
the red,
we're trying to get everywhere it's going to be difficult to get while we're cruising around.
yeah.
We can just lie on the back and get the white bit at another day.
Yeah. So, let's see how we go with this. Looking better already.
Yeah.
Painting the red on is going well. I've finished one side, so one side looks really nice. And now I'm going to move on and do the other side. Huh? Finished? No, I only just started.
Filming me?
Yeah, I'm filming you.
Painting?
So we decided to touch up the black on the sides of the boat, just the paint, not the actual bitumen.
No, yeah. Because the bitumen, the blacking comes up to here.
Yeah, and the rest of it's just paint. So we're
But
just
up
touching
here
up.
often rubs too.
Yeah, it gets rubbed off on the.
Usually when we're mooring, around the front and the back around here usually gets rubbed if we're having a hard time getting in and out of locks on a windy day.
Yeah, so we're just touching it up, seeing as we've got the opportunity, and it's looking good. Look at that.
Well, obviously it's patchy.
Yeah, it looks a bit patchy, but at least it doesn't look scratched and rusted.
It's mainly to stop any rust,
Yeah.
isn't it? Like,
Yeah. Our boat has finally finished being all blacked and touched up and fenders put on and
rechained and
yes, so it's looking fabulous. And they've done a really good job here, and they were really helpful. Like we needed to cut some new chain to put the fenders on, and
they helped us with that.
yeah, they had a little tool to cut that off. So yeah, it's been a good job done, and
yeah, we got a fair bit done, didn't we?
yeah, we took the opportunity while it was out of the water to touch up those spots that are a little bit difficult to get when it's in the water, or would be partially submerged when it's in the water. So we're going to be heading out of the dry dock this morning and we're just going to go back to the marina because lockdown's not over yet, so
Yeah.
we'll stay in the marina for another 2 weeks or so, I think.
Until we're allowed to leave.
Until we're allowed to leave.
Yeah, until it eases.
Yeah. And while we are in the marina, we're going to complete our bathroom renovation, which we started probably about 3 weeks ago.
No, I think
No,
it's only
actually,
about 2 weeks, a week and a bit, I think.
Oh, yeah, probably not quite 3 weeks, but it's been a process.
Yeah.
So we're going to get that finished before we start cruising this year.
Yeah.
Right, let's get the boat ready to
Move.
go cruising.
To be resubmerged.
Yeah,
Relaunch it.
relaunch, yeah.
The hire boats in front of the dry dock were moved out of our way, and the planks holding back the water were removed. Once we were afloat, we started our engine and carefully left the dry dock, making sure not to lose any heads to that low entrance.
It's cold today.
Yeah, we've had warm weather and it's suddenly gone cold again.
We had such a nice day to paint when we touched up the black paint on the sides. It was beautiful. It was like 20 degrees or something.
Yeah.
And now it's gone back to like 8 degrees.
8 degrees, a
With
low
a
of
cold-
1 degree today.
Cold wind. Ugh. Anyway, we are out. We came out of the dry dock with no problems. It was very cool seeing the water come in and
Yeah, rushing in.
yeah, and then we definitely felt it when it lifted off the hard standing.
Yeah.
Kind of just sort of felt it go woo.
We just started moving. And
Yeah, we just started floating. So yeah, came out of there, turned in a very tight spot to come back down to face the right way to come to Aston Marina again. Now we've come through the 2 locks through Stone and we're just going to head straight to the marina.
yeah, we've also got a little bit of work to do on the inside of the boat.
Yeah, we need to do our bathroom.
And obviously it's still necessary cruising only at the
Yes,
moment.
yeah, it's still in a bit of lockdown, so it should ease in about 2 weeks, so hopefully, fingers
Hopefully,
crossed, we'll be able
fingers
to go cruising this year.
Yeah.
That's the plan anyway. I think I already taken a bit of a scratch off the blacking at the front, didn't I?
Yeah, because there's very little room at the
Boatyard.
pound, yeah. Because they've got so many boats, because they're a hire boat company as well.
And obviously none of the hire boats are out at the moment,
Yeah.
so they're all there
I think we had a foot of allowable space for us to
turn in.
an extra foot. So if we were 61 foot, we probably wouldn't be
No.
able to do it.
But we made it. That's what the blacking's there for.
Yeah. We only took a little minor scratch on the nose, but you know, when it's all fresh, it's like it's a huge thing.
You don't
Like,
want any marks.
at the end of last year, we were like, oh, who cares? Who cares? But now we're like, no, he's so fresh, and we already ruined it.
But I hope you've enjoyed seeing our boat get blacked. Yeah, we were planning to do it ourselves, but turns out we didn't have to, which is bonus really, because
Considering
they
all the
know what
work
they're
we're
doing.
Yeah, and all the work we're doing at the moment with the boat.
Yes. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you have liked this video, morning! I'm trying to do my outro here. So if you have liked the video, don't forget to give it a like.
Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye!
You need to show pickle sauce.
We're going back to the marina, Pixel.
No, I want to stay out.
Don't worry, we'll go cruising soon.
Soon.